I love my vulva. It's my favourite part of my body. It's closely followed by my brain, because it does weird things that make me laugh, my smile, which is a cliché but true, and my boobs, because they are banging and I make no apology for it. I love how my vulva looks. My right inner labium is twice the width of my left one, which I think is pretty interesting. I love how it brings me pleasure. Shout out to my clitoris. I love my pubic hair too. Does anyone else twiddle theirs when they're feeling fidgety, or is that just me? I love how learning about my vulva has allowed me to realise its power, fight against stigma, grow in confidence, prioritise my pleasure, and find my big V energy. I love my vulva. And by the end of this audiobook, I hope you'll love yours too. Back in 2017, I was moaning to my friend Melissa about the lack of research into animal vaginas. I'd recently made a video about my top 10 most fascinating animal penises, and I was attempting to create a vagina sequel. Barnacles were number 1, if you were wondering. You can Google it to find out why. But I was struggling to find more than a few interesting examples. Melissa told me that she'd recently visited a penis museum in Iceland, so perhaps there was a vagina museum I could visit to find out more, but alas, none existed. I found an Austrian-based website, vaginamuseum.at, and the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists by appointment-only medical museum. Around the world, there are some related museums, including sex museums and women's museums, the Museum of Contraception and Abortion in Vienna, and the Museum of Motherhood in Florida. But there was no place I could visit where I could ask a gallery assistant why duck vaginas are labyrinthine and shaped like a corkscrew. Don't worry, I found out. It's so that female ducks can lead unwanted penises down the wrong path to prevent conception. So I decided to open my own vagina museum. And I did what any overly online person does and immediately tweeted about it on the 20th of March 2017. And by 2019, we had our first premises in London's Camden Market. Then in 2022, we got an even bigger building in Bethnal Green. And with each passing year, my love of the V grows. This book is all about starting your journey towards loving your V, and I truly believe that love comes from understanding. How can we take care of our bodies if we don't know how they work? How can we celebrate our bodies if we don't use the right words? How can we become activists if we don't know what we're fighting for? We're going to learn all about the gynecological anatomy, how to confidently talk about your body, be honest about sex, learn about the changes and cycles your body goes through, such as periods and menopause, the religions that once worshipped the vulva and the art that glorifies it, how you can become a vagina-loving activist, and so much more. But as much as this book is going to be about celebrating the V, there are going to be some tough topics we need to cover too. There will be specific trigger warnings at the start of some of the chapters, but as a general note, we'll be talking about sex, health, contraception, abortion, sexism, racism, consent, and some generally pretty tough topics. It would be impossible to write a book about Vs that is 100% positive, and to do so would be to ignore some pretty vital things from history through to the present day. We cannot empower ourselves without acknowledging why that empowerment is needed. Throughout, you'll also hear short pieces from lots of exciting people. This book covers loads of topics, and it's always best to learn directly from people who have relevant experiences. Bear in mind, though, that no community is a monolith, which means that each and every community in our vast, diverse world contains people with a huge range of backgrounds, political views, experiences, and perspectives. So just because one person within a community believes something, it doesn't mean everyone does. I've also included some fun stories from loads of really great people because this is a celebration of the V, after all.